What's up, sports bettors? I just hammered out 5 parlays for tonight. Okay, 5 parlays for the late night NBA slate. So let's go ahead and let's go through my picks. You're really going to like them. One of my parlays, this one right here, you can see we're betting 500 to win 10K on Underdog Fantasy. And what you're getting on FanDuel is 500 to win 6K. So the value that we're able to find on OddsJam is absolutely ridiculous. So when you're playing on Underdog Fantasy for a 3-pick or a 5-pick entry, you're getting the implied odds of minus 122, right? So what I like to do is I like to scan OddsJam and try to find out where am I getting value at minus 122. So for example, here we can see with Sharp, we definitely don't want to take him over 3.5 rebounds at minus 122 odds. So you can browse any market, but we definitely don't want to take him over 3.5 at minus 122, right? Bet Online is giving us minus 103 odds. So why would we want to include this in our underdog parlay at minus 122 when you can get minus 103 on Bet Online? So definitely not going to include that. So long story short, I use OddsJam to literally, as my Bloomberg terminal, to search the market and search for value, right? Just like a savvy investor, we're always looking for value. We're always looking for line discrepancies. So the first pick I ended up finding is Grant under 4.5 rebounds. So you can get this minus 122 odds, implied odds, on Underdog Fantasy in a 3-pick or a 5-pick entry. Pinnacle, Bet Online, all the sports books have this under juiced from like minus 160 to minus 175. So all of the sports books have the under extremely favored, and we're getting this at minus 122. So this is a super sharp, super profitable bet we need to be on. 5.2% profit margin. Next, I'm on Grayson Allen over 8.5 points. All the sports books, FanDuel has this minus 166, Caesars minus 145, Pinnacle minus 161. We're getting this minus 122 implied odds on Underdog. Looks great in either a Prize Picks 5-pick flex play or on Underdog Fantasy in a 5-pick entry. Looks incredible at minus 122. We're using this market information to search for data, right? And you can see FanDuel, Caesars, Pinnacle, they all have this minus 166, minus 160, minus 145. We're clearly getting a ton of value at minus 122. So we'll keep going. Next, I have Giannis over 5.5 assists. Insane value once again. All the bookmakers have this over heavily juiced. So we're getting a lot of value, right? Value is all that matters long term. If there were NFL bets with value, I'd be placing NFL bets in this video. But the value here, as you can see, is in the NBA player props for tonight's game. As lines move, sharp action comes in, lineups change around, we're able to find these massive line discrepancies because all these bookmakers have different odds, right? It's fascinating. All these sports books try to price bets independently, so we can treat every bookmaker as an independent data point of where should the line be set and hunt for value. So the first 3 picks I went with, Grayson Allen over 8.5 points, Grant under 4.5 rebounds, Giannis over 5.5 assists, Ayton over 15.5 points, minus 162 on FanDuel, heavily favored on all the sports books. Pinnacle, the sharpest bookmaker in the world, they have this minus 162 as well. Again, this parlay is 500 to win 6.2K on FanDuel. We're getting it 500 to win 10K. And then I slammed every other player prop. So let's keep going. And finally, we have Josh Hart under 5.5 assists. 5 picks on FanDuel, you create this 5-leg parlay, you're getting 5-leg parlay. Now it's down to plus 1220. We're getting on Underdog, as you can see right here, 500 to win 10K. Here are my 5 picks. And then I have a bunch of other entries, as you probably saw, different combinations of them. This one's Grant under 4.5 rebounds, Ayton over 15.5 points, Allen over 8.5 points, Giannis over 5.5 assists, Josh Hart under 5.5 assists. Then I played these 3 in a 3-pick. Then I played these 3 in a 3-pick. And then I played these 3 in a 3-pick. We always want to be playing 3 or 5-pick entries on Underdog. So lots of plays open for today. Let's make some frickin' money, guys.